Thanks for jumping into Juicebox. I want to take the next few minutes to walk you through the core functionality of our platform. And I promise you, if you stick around, you'll have a much better understanding of the capabilities for building your own interactive data story in Juicebox. So when you sign up, you'll come to a page that looks like this. This is your workspace showing the applications that are in your workspace. There are a number of different templates that we start you out with, as well as a couple example applications. These are to give you a sense of what can be built and will help you understand how they are put together. In addition, on this page, there's a people section. This is where you can manage editors, people who have access to build and edit applications, and viewers, people who can access applications but not change them. As you get comfortable in here, you'll want to be able to create a new application, and we have a simple 4-step process that will take you through creating that application, starting with the title and description, making a couple of choices about the design, and then you'll have a brand new application to work with. So let's jump into one of these applications to give you a sense of how they work and how they look. So I'm going to open up this movie trends application, and I'm going to close down this editing bar on the left so we can first just look at how the application works. So you'll see there are images, text, combined with visualizations, and these visualizations are also connected together in really powerful ways. So as I make a selection on one component in here, it will update another component. If I select the time range on this trend chart, that will update the bar chart below it. So a really powerful element of how Juicebox works is that the visual components that you put on the screen automatically connect together so that you can allow users to drill into the data, explore what's going on, and find insights. So that happens without you really having to do anything. Just putting content on the screen, you'll be able to allow for that kind of capability. So that's what an application looks like. I would encourage you to explore this movie trends app. But if you're an editor, this is where the configuration takes place. And there are 3 sections for the editing. The first one is the data tab. The data tab is where you can load up the data that is that will drive the content on the page. You can load up either CSV files, so flat data tables, or you can use sample data that we have already connected in here. We have a number of different sample data tables that you can use. Or if you want to connect to a database, contact our customer success team and they will talk to you about how to do that. When you load a CSV file in here, we will turn the columns in that table into a series of dimensions and measures. And these are what we call the data ingredients that are used as you start to visualize the data elsewhere. And within the data ingredients, you can change labels, formats, calculations, all that can be done for your data. But the core of the configuration and the building of this application takes place in the design section. So at the top here, we have some of the settings that are created when you create a new application. You can define what you want your header to look like, and then you can put the content on the screen. And the way you do that in Juicebox is through components that we call slices. So each of these blocks here is something that we call a slice. It can be moved around, and it includes both a text area, so you'll see this text, and then a visual component as well. And we have a collection of different visualizations that can be used in here, as well as images. So these are the different components that are really the content that you are stacking up as you build your application. So you want to go through and write the content, decide on what visual data you want to show and what visualizations you want to use. And when you're ready, you'll want to share this application. And that takes place in this last tab. So sharing, once I start sharing, I'll have the choice of sharing publicly, so which doesn't require a login for someone to see the application, or privately, which is where you can manage who gets access to it. So if I publish an application like that, it's now available to be shared with other people. And with that, I'm going to take you back to the homepage and wish you luck as you get started in building your own Juicebox applications.